Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that affects almost everyone, but is rarely the life of the party. Taxes. But trust me, the history and weird details behind taxes are way more interesting than you might think. So, let's jump into 5 fascinating facts about taxes that might just change the way you see them. First up, did you know that in ancient Egypt, taxes were sometimes paid in cooking oil? That's right. The pharaohs levied a tax on cooking oil, and government officials would even conduct household inspections to make sure citizens were on recycling used oil or using cheaper alternatives. It was a slippery business. Next, let's talk about beards. In 1698, Russia's Peter the Great really wanted to modernize his country and align it with Western Europe. Part of that plan, getting rid of beards, he imposed a beard tax, and men who paid it were given a token to prove they were legit. This token literally said, "The beard is a superfluous burden. So, next time you're trimming your beard, be glad you don't have to pay a tax for it." Fact number 3 takes us to England, where in 1696, a window tax was introduced. The idea was that the more windows you had, the wealthier you were. But people are clever. To avoid the tax, many simply bricked up their windows. You can still see buildings in the UK today with bricked-up window spaces. This led to the phrase daylight robbery, because people were literally being taxed on daylight. Moving on to something a little more familiar. Income tax. The first income tax in the United States was actually a temporary measure to fund the Civil War in 1862. Was repealed a decade later. It wasn't until 1913, with the 16th Amendment, that the federal income tax as we know it became a permanent fixture in the American financial landscape. What started as a temporary solution is now a yearly ritual. Finally, let's end on a sweet note. Some tax laws can get incredibly specific. For example, in many places, a cookie is taxed differently than a chocolate-covered cookie. A plain biscuit might be considered a basic food item and have no tax, but add a layer of chocolate, and suddenly it's a luxury confectionery, subject to a higher tax rate. The same logic often applies to marshmallows and other snacks. It really makes you think about what you're picking up at the grocery store. And there you have it. 5 wild facts about the world of taxes. It's a lot more than just numbers on a form, right? It's a reflection of history, culture, and sometimes just plain weird ideas. If you found this interesting, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into everyday topics. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.